spy, ladies man, psychopath. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 weird James Bond facts you probably never realised. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the more unusual anecdotes surrounding the super spy that you may not be familiar with. Number 5. Bond is a massive sexist and misogynist.
There's something I'd like you to get off your chest.
Let's just get this one out of the way early, shall we? The MI6 operative may have seemed like the ultimate male sex symbol when he burst onto the scenes in the early 60s, but in hindsight, it becomes clear his comments and unrelenting advances to women were often sexist, creepy, and forceful.
I think my mouth is too big.
No, it's the right size. For me, that is.
He hit women to get information from them, he slept with women roughly 30 years his junior, and on top of everything else, in the books, Bond once described a sexual encounter as having the sweet tang of rape. Yikes.
Dink, say goodbye to Felix. Man talk.
Number 4. Daniel Craig said he'd rather slash his wrists. That's right, the man who's become synonymous with Bond in the 21st century actually told Time Out magazine that he would rather slit his wrist than return to the role, after appearing in his 4th entry, Spectre. Surely there are worse things than playing a world-famous cultural icon who's adored by millions, right? Nevertheless, Craig suggested it would only be money that could ever tempt him back to Bond, so heaven knows what they paid him afterwards, because in August 2017, Craig confirmed he'd reprise the role for Bond 25, with Danny Boyle in the director's chair.
What do you think?
I think you're just getting started.
Number 3. Bond is Cold War propaganda. It seems that M wasn't lying when she told Bond he's a relic of the Cold War.
Because I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. A relic of the Cold War.
In fact, in literary form, 007's original sole purpose was taking on the Red Threat. Whereas in the films, James's greatest adversaries are the global criminal enterprise known as Spectre, on the page it was Soviet intelligence agency SMERSH. Historians even claim that the high-tech gadgets and fancy cars used by the spy were all OTT parades to promote capitalism. Those X-ray glasses must cost a pretty penny after all. Number 2. Bond is officially a psychopath. Should this one really come as a surprise? It's not exactly normal to not only take a human life, but then deliver a corny pun afterwards with a self-satisfied smirk, is it?
Shocking.
If the evidence of Bond's gun-toting, weapon-wielding actions aren't enough, then an official diagnosis by real-life psychologist Kevin Dutton should do it. And Dutton's not the only one who's caused us to question James's capacities either. 007 also possesses signature psychopathic traits from Dr. Robert Hare's checklist, including his pathological dishonesty and cunning and manipulative behaviour.
James Bond is probably one of the most nailed down functional psychopaths that there is. I mean, James Bond is ruthless, he's fearless, he's extremely focused, he's mentally tough.
Sorry Bond, but it would seem that you are certifiably unwell.
Play it again, son.
Number 1. Bond has been animated. The name's Bond. Junior Bond? In the movies, James surprisingly doesn't bear any offspring of his own from any of his many sexual conquests. Q clearly supplies solid protection. But he does have a nephew, apparently, at least according to the 1991 cartoon, James Bond Jr.
The name's Bond. James Bond Jr.
An oft-forgotten masterpiece of early 90s children's telly, it actually ran for a whole 65 episodes. Throughout the series, which also inspired a 12-issue Marvel comic book series, Bond's relative battles an alien-looking Dr. No and tangles with Goldie Finger. Yep, the parallels with the original stories are clear, if a little cringy at times.
James Bond Jr. chases down around the world.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.